You know what I started doing? I started not listening to music on the subway and just kind of sitting there and thinking about shit.
And why'd you do that?
Well, I just found that every waking moment, it was like I needed something
to distract you.
I need to be watching. I need to be listening to something. I need to be doing so. And it gets exhausting.
Yeah.
You know, but to your point, yes, in theory, in any community, large, small, whatever, you want everyone to be healthy. And it obviously works in other societies and other countries. But other countries don't value the same things we value over here. I think over here we value just being the top dog. And if you're not, then you're a bum.
Yeah.
You know, like that's not the way other countries look at it. I've been out of the country. I don't know if you have.
Not too much.
Yeah. Like I've been over to Europe and people aren't spending money isn't their only pastime. Like it's not, they spend some money to entertain, right? A bottle of wine, a pack of cigarettes, a coffee or something.
Yeah.
But they take life differently. Over here, it's like, for this system to work, people kind of need to be horribly unhealthy.
It's
true. Fucked. It's fucked.
It's what feeds the economy.
Yeah. It's a fucked situation. But nonetheless, we can try our best. I think the fact that we're trying to be stand-up comedians is like an active... I look at it as an act of rebellion. Maybe because I'm a dweeb, but I look at it in the sense of like, I'm going to figure it out. I don't necessarily need to be led, you know, and I, even if you don't look at it that way, I look at you as someone who's in that realm, you know? Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of understanding of the world in order to even do something like that.
Sure.
And that's another thing that's like really important about stand-up as an art is that like if we really let the world and all its horribleness get to us, then everyone's gonna want to fucking die. No one's gonna want to be alive and live. But through humor, you can kind of see that things aren't that bad.
Yeah. Well, I heard a quote. One of my good friends, he told me, he's like, I don't know where he got it from, but if you tell them the truth, I forget what it exactly is. If you tell them the truth, they'll hate you. But if you make them laugh while you tell them the truth, they'll pay attention. And I thought that was really interesting.
That's a good quote.
But I think back to what you were saying, another reason why people don't go against the grain and do some creative route or live their life a way that isn't cookie cutter television, do what your parents say type thing, is they don't have that understanding of how shit works, and they don't care to, and maybe they're happier than people who do. But I think that's where the distinction is. Some people are enlightened in a certain way, and they're like, I don't know if I like the way that all that works. Maybe I'll go try something else. And then if I have to, then fuck it. I'll buy into the system and live the way that everyone else does. But if I can, I would like to try to not to. And that's kind of how I feel, and I feel like that's how a lot of other people in the creative artists, whatever.
You have to earn enough money to truly be free. That's what the scary fucked up thing is
right.
Like, and I realized that a few maybe like 4 years ago, that like as like if you're working like a 9-to-5 job 5-6 days a week, and you get to take a vacation every once in a while, that's great, but you're a slave.
Yeah.
So you're a slave to the economy. You're a slave to money because you need it in order to survive. So the only way you can truly be free is either fucking buy land somewhere, start farming, become self-sufficient,
right,
or make enough money so that you can do whatever it is that you want.
Yes. Yeah. Or be broke as a motherfucker and just drop out of society altogether, which nobody wants to do. I mean,
just be voluntarily homeless.
Yeah, right. Just be a vagabond who just drives in his van.
Start robbing trains and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.